नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी का मेरे इस न्यू वीडियो में। इसमें हम लोग डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं चैप्टर 5 हिस्ट्री क्लास 6 की रीडिंग करने जा रहे हैं, ठीक है, जिसका नाम है किंगडम्स, किंग्स एंड एन अर्ली रिपब्लिक। पहले ही मैं आप लोगों को बता दूं दोस्तों, मैं आप लोगों को कुछ समझाने नहीं जा रहा हूं, केवल और केवल आपके सामने एनसीईआरटी की पीडीएफ खुली होगी और मैं आप लोगों के साथ उसे रीडिंग करता जाऊंगा और आप लोग उसे ध्यान से सुनते जाएंगे। तो क्या होगा कि आपके दिमाग में एक तरह से एक बात जान लो यार, किसी भी चीज़ को जब आप 3-4 बार सुन लेते हो ना, तो वो आपके दिमाग में बैठ जाती है और वो चीज़ आप कभी भूलते नहीं हो। आप सोचो भाई कि आप ABCD कभी भूलोगे? गलती से भी नहीं। क्या सही बोल रहा हूँ कि नहीं? ABCD आदमी कभी नहीं भूल सकता भाई। उसी प्रकार से यदि तुमने एनसीईआरटी 3-4-5 बार रीडिंग कर ली तो भाई कभी नहीं भूलोगे या भूलोगी, ठीक है। तो चलो, बातें बहुत हुई, शुरू करते हैं अपना पहला लाइट ऑरेंज डब्बा इलेक्शन डे से। Shankaran woke up to see his grandparents all ready to go and vote. They wanted to be the first to reach the polling booth. Why? Shankaran wanted to know. Were they so excited? Somewhat impatiently. माफ़ी चाहूँगा दोस्तों. Somewhat impatiently, his grandfather explained, "We can choose our own rulers today." Next topic. How some men became rulers. Choosing leaders or rulers by voting is something that has become common during the last 50 years or so. How did men become rulers in the past? Some of the Rajas we read about in chapter 4 were probably chosen by the Jana, the people. But around 3000 years ago, we find some changes taking place in the ways in which Rajas were chosen. Some men now became recognized as Rajas by performing very big sacrifices. The Ashwamedh or the horse sacrifice was one such ritual. A horse was let to loose to wander freely and it was guarded by the Raja's men. If the horse wandered into the kingdoms of other Rajas and they stopped it, they had to fight it. They had to fight. If they allowed the horse to pass, it meant that they accepted the Raja who wanted to perform the sacrifice was stronger than them. These Rajas were then invited to the sacrifice, which was performed by the specially trained priests who were rewarded with gifts. The Raja who organized the sacrifice was recognized as being very powerful, and all those who came brought gifts for him. The Raja was a central figure in these rituals. He often had a special seat, or a throne, or a tiger skin. His charioteer, who was his companion in the battlefield and witnessed his exploits, chanted tales of his glory. His relatives, especially his wives and sons, had to perform a variety of minor rituals. The other Rajas were simply spectators who had to sit and watch the performance of the sacrifice. Priests performed the rituals, including sprinkling of sacred water on the king. The ordinary people, the Vish or Vaishya, also brought gifts. However, some people, such as those who were regarded as Shudras by the priests, were excluded from many rituals. Make a list of all those who would be present at the sacrifice, which are the categories that are described in terms of their occupation. हम लोग पढ़ेंगे ऑरेंज डब्बा with पीला बॉर्डर वर्णास. We have many. कहाँ गया भाई? भाई माउस चल जाओ ये. हाँ, आ गया आ गया. We have many books that were composed in North India, especially in the areas drained by the Ganga and the Yamuna during this period. These books are often called later Vedic because they were composed after the Rig Veda, about which you learnt in chapter 4. These include the Sam Veda, Yajur Veda, and Atharva Veda, as well as other books. These were composed by priests and described how rituals were to be performed. They also contained rules about the society. About society. There were several different groups in society at this time: priests and warriors, farmers, herders, traders, craftspersons, laborers, fishing folk, and forest people. Some priests and warriors were rich, as were some farmers and traders. Others, including many herders, craftspersons, laborers, fishing folk, and hunter and gatherers, were poor. The priests divided people into four groups called varnas. According to them, each varna had a different set of functions. The first varna was that of the Brahmin. Brahmins were expected to study and teach the Vedas, perform sacrifices, and receive gifts. In the second place were the rulers, also known as Kshatriyas. They were expected to fight battles and protect people. Third were the Vish or the Vaishyas. They were expected to be farmers, herders, and traders. Both Kshatriyas and Vaishyas and the Vaishyas Both the Kshatriyas and the Vaishyas could perform sacrifices. Last were the Shudras, who had to serve to the other three groups and could not perform any rituals. Often women were also grouped with the Shudras. Both women and the Shudras were not allowed to study the Vedas. The priests also said that these groups were decided on the basis of birth. For example, if one's father and mother were Brahmins, one would automatically become a Brahmin, and so on. Later, they classified some people as untouchable. These included some craftspersons, hunters, and gatherers, as well as people who helped perform burials and cremations. The priests said that contact with these groups, rather, was polluting. Many people did not accept the system of Varna laid down by the Brahmins. Some kings brought thought that Some kings thought they were superior to the priests. Others felt that birth could not be a basis for deciding which Varna people belonged to. Besides, some people felt that there should be no differences amongst people based on occupation. Others felt that everybody should be able to perform rituals, and others condemned the practice of untouchability. Also, there were many areas in the subcontinent, such as the northeast, where social and economic differences were not very sharp, and where the influence of the priests was limited. Why did people oppose the system of Varnas? Next topic is Janpads. The Rajas who performed these big sacrifices were now recognized as being Rajas of Janpads rather than Janas. The word Janpada really literally means the land where the Jana set its foot and settled down. Some important Janpadas are shown on map 4 page 49. देखेंगे इसको. Archaeologists have excavated a number of settlements in these Janpadas, such as Purana Kila in Delhi, Hastinapur in Meerut, near Meerut, and Atranji Khera near Etah. The last two are in Uttar Pradesh. They found that people lived in huts and kept cattle as well as other animals. They also grew a variety of crops: rice, wheat, barley, pulses, sugarcane, sesame, and mustard. Is there a crop in this list that was not mentioned in chapter 3? ये देखते हैं इसको, क्या ये वाला पिक्चर क्या है. भाई माउस कहाँ गायब हो जाता है भाई बीच बीच में, समझ में नहीं आता है. ले देखो इसको, ये वाला था भाई. हाँ. तो ये क्या है देखते हैं इसको, ये पिक्चर. Painted greyware. Plates and bowls are the most common vessels made out of painted greyware. These are extremely fine to touch with a nice smooth surface. Perhaps these were used on special occasions for important people and to serve special food. तो ये पेंटेड ग्रेवेयर से बना हुआ है. ठीक है, आगे देखते हैं. They made earthen pots. Some of these were grey in color, others were red. One special type of pottery found at these sites is known as painted greyware. As is obvious from the name, these grey pots had painted designs, usually simple lines and geometric patterns. Next topic, Mahajanpadas. About 2500 years ago, some Janpadas became more important than others and were known as Mahajanpadas. Some of these are shown on map 4. Most Mahajanpadas had a capital city. Many of these were fortified. This means that huge walls of wood, brick or stone were built around them. तो यहाँ पे इंपॉर्टेंट महाजनपदास एंड सिटीज़ हैं। क्या है यहाँ पे? देखो ये अंगा है, ये वज्जी है, कोशला है, फिर पांचाला है, कुरली है, अवंती है, इधर क्या है, गांधारा है। अब इंपॉर्टेंट सिटीज़ देख लेते हैं। उज्जैन है मध्य प्रदेश में, कौशाम्बी है उत्तर प्रदेश, राजगृह, एक बार देख लेना कौशाम्बी उत्तर प्रदेश में है कि नहीं, होना चाहिए। राजगृह ये तो बिहार में है, फिर वैशाली बिहार में है, हस्तिनापुर इधर हो गया, बाकी तो ठीक ही है। ओके, forts were probably built because people were afraid of attacks from other kings and needed protection. It is also likely that some rulers wanted to show how rich and powerful they were by building really large, tall, and impressive walls around their cities. Also, in this way, the land and the people living inside the fortified area could be controlled more easily by the king. Building such huge walls required a great deal of planning. Thousands, if not lakhs, of bricks or stones had to be prepared. Thus, in turn, this in turn meant enormous labor provided possibly by thousands of men, women, and children, and resources had to be found for all of this. The fortification wall at Kosambi. This is a picture of remains of a wall made of brick found near present day Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. A part of it was probably built about 2500 years ago. देख लो भैया, ये है 2500 years ago built. The new Rajas now began maintaining armies. Soldiers were paid regular salaries and maintained by the king throughout the year. Some payments were probably made using punch marked coins. See illustration on page 84. देख लेना भाई page 84 में क्या है. You will read more about these coins in chapter 8. List the two ways in which the Rajas of the Mahajanpadas were different from those mentioned in the Rig Veda. तो देखो भैया ये सब आप लोग करना. Next topic is taxes. As the rulers of the Mahajanpadas were building huge forts, maintaining big armies, they needed more resources and they needed officials to collect these. So instead of depending on occasional gifts brought by people, as in case of the Raja and Judge and of the as in case of the Raja of the Janpadas, they started collecting regular taxes. Taxes on crops were the most important. This was because most people were farmers. Usually, the tax was fixed at 1/6 of what was produced. This was known as bhaga और a share. भाग और a share. इंग्लिश में ना दरअसल कुछ भी, जैसे इंग्लिश में कुछ भाग को लास्ट में ए जोड़ देना है. जैसे क्या बोलते हैं, वेद है तो वेदास, ऐसे करके. तो इंग्लिश में घबराओ मत, ठीक है, ऐसे करके. नोन एज भाग और अ शेयर. देयर वर टैक्सेस ऑन क्राफ्ट्स पर्सन्स एज वेल. दीज कुड हैव बीन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ लेबर. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अ वीवर और अ स्मिथ मे हैव had to work for a day every month for the king. Herders were also expected to pay taxes in the form of animals and animal produce. There were also taxes on goods that were brought and sold through trade, and hunters and gatherers also had to provide forest produce to the Raja. What do you think would have been provided by the hunters and gatherers? Next topic is changes in agriculture. चलो इसे देखते हैं. There are two major changes in agriculture around this time. One was the growing use of iron plowshares. This meant that heavy clayey soil could be turned over better than with a wooden plowshare, so that more grain could be produced. Second, people began transplanting paddy. This meant that instead of scattering seed on the ground from which plants would sprout, Saplings were grown and then planted in the fields. This led to the increased production as many more plants survived. However, it was back breaking work. Generally, slave men and women, dasas and dasis, and landless agricultural laborers, kamakkaras, kamakkars, had to do this work. Can you think why kings would encourage these changes? अब नेक्स्ट टॉपिक देखते हैं. अ क्लोजर लुक मगध. फाइंड मगध ऑन मैप 4 पेज 49. मगध तो मैंने आपको दिखाया था ना, बिहार में है मगध. ये देखो मगध, ठीक है. Magad. Magad became the most important Mahajanpada in about 200 years ago. Many rivers, such as the Ganga and Son, flowed through Magad. This was important for transport, water supplies, making the land fertile. Parts of Magad were forested. Elephants, which lived in the forest, could be captured and trained for the army. Forests also provided wood for building houses, carts, and chariots. Besides, there were iron ore mines in the region that could be tapped to make strong tools and weapons. Magad had two very powerful rulers, Bimbisar and Ajatsattu, who used all possible means to conquer the Janpads. Mahapadmanand was another important ruler. He extended his control up to the northwest part of the subcontinent. Rajgrih, present-day Rajgir in Bihar, was the capital of Magad for several years. Later, the capital was shifted to Patliputra, present-day Patna. More than 2300 years ago, a ruler named Alexander, who lived in Macedonia in Europe, wanted to become a world conqueror. Of course, he didn't conquer the world, but did conquer parts of Egypt and West Asia, and came to the Indian subcontinent, reaching up to the banks of the Bias. When he wanted to march further eastwards, his soldiers refused. They were scared, as they had heard that the rulers of India had vast armies of the foot soldiers, chariots, and elephants. In what ways these armies in what ways were these armies different from those described in the Rigveda? A closer look, Vajji. While Magad became a powerful kingdom, Vajji, with its capital at Vaishali, Bihar, was under a different form of government known as Gana or Sangh. In a Gana or a Sangh, there were not one but many rulers. Sometimes, even when thousands of men ruled together, each was known as a Raja. These Rajas performed rituals together. They also met in assemblies and decided what had to be done and how. What had to be done and how through discussion and debate. For example, if they were attacked by an enemy, they met to discuss what should be done to meet the threat. However, women, dasas, and kamakkaras could not participate in these assemblies. Both Buddha and Mahavira, about whom you will read in chapter 6, belong to the Ganas or Sanghas. Some of the most vivid descriptions of the life in the Sanghas can be found in Buddhist books. अच्छा गण यहाँ पे देख लेते हैं. लाइट ऑरेंज डब्बा विथ पीला बॉर्डर. गणा किसको बोलते थे? गणा इज यूज्ड फॉर अ ग्रुप दैट हैज मैनी मेंबर्स. एंड संघा के लिए, संघ मतलब मीन्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और एसोसिएशन. ओके, अब है ऑरेंज डब्बा विथ लाल ऊपर वाला बॉर्डर. दिस इज एन अकाउंट ऑफ द वज्जीज फ्रॉम द दीघा निकाया, a famous Buddhist book which contains some of the speeches of the Buddha. These were written down about 2300 years ago. Ajatsattu and the Vajjis. Ajatsattu wanted to attack the Vajjis. He sent his minister named Vesakra to the Buddha to get his advice on the matter. The Buddha asked whether the Vajjis met frequently in full assemblies. When he heard that they did, he replied that the Vajjis would continue to prosper as long as They held full and frequent public assemblies. They met and acted together. They followed established rules. They respected, supported, and listened to elders. Vajji women were not held by force or captured. Chaityas, local shrines, were maintained in both towns and villages. Wise saints who followed different beliefs were respected and allowed to enter and leave the country freely. In what ways was the Vajji Sangha different from the other Mahajanpads? Try and list at least three differences. Rajas of powerful kingdoms tried to conquer the Sanghas. Nevertheless, these lasted for a very long time, till about 1500 years ago, when the last of the Ganas or Sanghas were conquered by the Gupta rulers, about whom you will read in chapter 10. अब हम लोग देखते हैं elsewhere. Find Greece and Athens in your atlas. About 2500 years ago, the people of Athens set up a form of government which was called a democracy, which lasted for about 200 years. All free men over the age of 30 were recognized as full citizens. There was an assembly that met at least 40 times a year to decide on important matters. All citizens could attend these meetings. Appointments for many positions were made through lottery. All those who wanted to be chosen gave in their armies, and then some were selected through lottery. Citizens were expected to serve in the army and the navy. However, women were not considered as citizens. Also, many foreigners who lived and worked in Athens and as merchants and craftspersons did not have the right as citizens. Besides, there were several thousand slaves in Athens who worked in mines, fields, households, and workshops. They too were not treated as citizens. Do you think this was true in democracy? This was a true democracy? इसके बारे में आप लोग बताइए. अब देख लेते हैं हम लोग सम इम्पोर्टेंट डेट्स इन पीला डब्बा, नहीं सम इम्पोर्टेंट डेट्स इन ब्लू डब्बा, और उसका जो डिस्क्रिप्शन है वो पीला डब्बा में है ना. न्यू काइंड्स ऑफ राजास अबाउट 3000 years ago. Mahajanpadas about 2500 years ago. Alexander's invasion, composition of the Digha Nikaya about 2300 years ago. एंड ऑफ द गणास और संघास अबाउट 1500 years ago. एक चीज़ आप लोग देखते हैं दोस्त, इसमें सम इम्पोर्टेंट डेट्स में जो है ना, सबसे पहला जो रहेगा वो सबसे ज़्यादा पुराना रहता है. उसके बाद देखो धीरे 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 करके टाइम बढ़ते जा रहा है. तो जो डेट का फ्लो है ना वो ऊपर से नीचे ऐसे हो रहा है, ऐसे ऐसे. तो इसी के साथ दोस्तों हमारा ये चैप्टर ख़त्म हो जाता है. तो आप लोगों से यही निवेदन है कि आप लोग इसी तरह वीडियो में बने रहा करें और खूब मेहनत करते रहें और रीडिंग करते रहें. मेहनत ऐसी वाली करो ना दोस्त, मेहनत गधों वाली मत करो, क्योंकि गधा सबसे ज़्यादा मेहनत करता है लेकिन साला उसको कुछ मिलता नहीं. घोड़ा और शेर तभी मेहनत करते हैं जब उसको मेहनत करना होता है. तो शेर की तरह मेहनत करो, घोड़े की तरह मेहनत करो. एक बात याद रखना दोस्त, हिरण जो होता है ना, जो डियर होता है उसकी स्पीड 90 kmph के अप्रॉक्स होती है, और जो शेर होता है ना लायन, उसकी स्पीड 60 kmph की होती है. लेकिन फिर भी लायन क्यों उसको हिरन को पकड़ लेता पता है? क्योंकि हिरन ना भागते वक्त बहुत बार पीछे देखता है, इससे उसकी स्पीड कम हो जाती है. और शेर एकमात्र अपने गोल को देखता है जो कि डियर होता है, और वो जीत जाता है. तो इसी प्रकार आप लोग एक दो बार रीडिंग करा करें, उसके बाद सुना करें 3-4 बार आराम से, एकदम दिमाग में बैठा लिया करें एनसीईआरटी को एकदम यार. ठीक है, एनसीईआरटी बहुत ही ज़रूरी है. भले आप क्लास 6 में हो, चाहे आप किसी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम की तैयारी कर रहे हो, ग्रेजुएशन में हो, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन में हो, या फिर आप ग्रेजुएशन करके सिर्फ तैयारी भी फोकस कर रहे हो, आपको एनसीईआरटी बहुत ज़रूरी पड़ेगी भाई. ठीक है, तो मैं आपके लिए ऐसे एनसीईआरटी की रीडिंग्स लाता रहूँगा. आप लोग इसी प्रकार बने रहें, और बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया वीडियो में लास्ट तक बने रहने के लिए. थैंक यू एंड हैव अ नाइस डे. माय बेस्ट विशेस आर विथ यू. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब कर देना भाई. ठीक है, बाय बाय.